Hey everyone, and welcome to Speak Nerdy to Me. I am Kaori Takei, and as always, I am joined by Team Amasian's other half, Ann Campia.
Woo! Hi, I'm Ann. Nice to see you guys again.
That is Ann.
I gave myself my own cheer. Did you hear that?
I know. Somebody's got to do it.
So sad.
I'm just kidding. Yes, we are back from our little summer hiatus. We had so much fun this summer, and we want to tell you some of our favorite tidbits this summer. And first, we want to talk about something that we just heard a few hours ago, that Deadpool has been greenlit to have a movie release in 2016 in February. We are so amped about this because we saw the trailer, the one that quote unquote leaked with Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
And I think that was what triggered it. I mean, it was a good trailer.
It was so smart. I mean, I remember when I heard that this came out, I was like, you're kidding me, right?
Right.
I mean, it was such a good way to pump people up to just start that campaign to want Deadpool on in a movie.
Yeah.
And it worked.
Yeah.
And we're all excited.
And he's an excellent superhero because he has jokes too. He has that comical factor and he's just kind of loopy and insane. I like this. Now, no casting has been set in stone yet, but everyone's speculating that it probably might be Ryan Reynolds, which personally I'm kind of hoping he will become Deadpool. I mean, he was not a great Green Lantern, but it was maybe more the movie than him, you know?
Yeah.
I really like Ryan Reynolds as an actor, and in the trailer, he was pretty cool.
He was funny.
Behind it.
He was Deadpool to me. I mean, just listening to him talk, and I actually wouldn't mind a non-live act. I would actually watch animated version, just like they did that trailer.
Yeah.
I mean, I would totally watch it with Ryan Reynolds voicing it, but you know, they're probably going to do a live action just because that's what's in right now.
Yeah.
But I would totally watch a movie, just all CGI or whatever of Deadpool as well.
And this is such exciting news. It just kind of came out of nowhere for me.
Yeah.
At work being like, all right. Ooh,
and just the timing, the general timing of it. What day is it? It's like Thursday.
Yeah.
And it was like late in the afternoon, and typically, you know, press releases come out beginning of the week, early morning or something. So this just seemed like the timing of it was like, all of a sudden they decided, yes, we're going to do that movie.
And I'm happy with it. And
excited.
Fox, don't screw this up. Okay?
I know.
Don't do it. Okay. So now we're going to talk about some of our favorite summer moments. There's so many things we did. You know, we had so much fun, but we're going to review some of our favorite movies that we saw this summer. First one we've got over here. We have Dawn of Planet of the Apes, Guardians of the Galaxy, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Don't judge me. Wait for the review, all right? So let's start with Dawn of Planet of the Apes. I know, Anne, you actually put this on the top over Guardians, right? A little bit?
I mean, I've been debating all summer which one I think is better, but I have to say for me, I think it's Apes.
I agree with you.
Apes on fucking horses, people.
Ooh.
I mean, what else do you need? They're apes. They're in tanks. I mean, I think there was just more heart in the story.
Yeah, definitely.
That really hit me. You know, like, I fell in love with Caesar. I fell in love with I could watch like 10 hours of Caesar alone.
I know. I mean, the whole franchise rebooted is so good. Last year, or how year? 2 years ago? I forget how long ago Rise was, but that was a really good one in itself.
I feel like it's longer than 2.
It might have been. And I was kind of like, I'm going to miss James Franco, but Kerry Russell and the cast, they did so good. And Caesar just being like the leader of the pack.
Right.
I just loved it. I think the ending was great through and through. The movie was honestly probably my favorite as well.
And I'm actually looking up because I hate that I always forget this guy's name.
Oh, the CGI dude?
No. Well, Andy Serkis was amazing,
okay,
but
so I'm like,
Jason Clarke has quickly become one of my favorite actors. I loved seeing him in Zero Dark 30. Oh, and right. I was just so happy that he was the lead in this film as well.
He did such a good job. Everyone did a good job, you know?
And what's the badass ape's name again? Koba. Oh my gosh, Koba. If you guys haven't seen this, You got to see it for Koba.
Yeah, and that's the flashback of how they tied the first movie in with this second movie, and how Koba's such a dick, and you're like, man, why didn't he die in the first one? Even though the first one, you kind of felt bad for him, but you knew something was up.
Yeah.
You knew something was up, okay? And you were like, oh man, this one might cause some trouble.
He went ape shit. He went ape shit.
Shit.
See it. Sure. Yes.
Go see it.
What else?
Love
Guardians.
It. Yes. Anne's been like ants in the pants about Guardians of the Galaxy.
I have seen
forever.
Guardians 8 times now in the theater, folks. I have only seen Apes once, which is weird because I like it a little bit better than Guardians.
I'll tell you why. Because John Campia goes sees movies like every day.
I know, but I think this one just has that kind of like rewatch factor about it.
I think it's kind of like the like just fast-paced, quick thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's always entertaining.
It's fun. We took multiple people to see it. Everybody we knew that hasn't seen it, we brought.
Yes. We should have a Guardians of the Galaxy party.
Yeah.
We should, with the Team Amasian right here. We down for it.
Yep. Oh, and check out our review as well.
Yes.
We reviewed this movie.
We did review this movie. And we also talked about everything you need to know before you watch it. So you can watch that as well if you haven't seen the movie and don't know much about the Guardians. Boom. You know what I like about it is this movie, for me, you know, I didn't know very much about the Guardians, but this really put them on the map. I personally liked Guardians of the Galaxy more than the Avengers movie.
That's great.
It's pretty neck and neck with me for Captain America 2, because Captain America 1 wasn't my favorite.
Right.
But I think it was a good balance of all the characters and getting to know them to a certain level. And I'm excited to see more of them.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, and Howard the Duck. Oh.
That's okay.
Yes, Howard the Duck. I'm pretty sure 99.9% of you have seen this at this point. And Guardians continues to break records in terms of the amount of money it's generating throughout the summer and now into the fall. It's insane how much this movie has made. Disney is like, wow, we really hit it big with this, you know, Disney Marvel. And no one expected that it would do this well. No,
I don't think so. Speaking of Disney, we go to Disneyland all the time, and I just wish they would start putting some Guardians of the Galaxy ears or something. Because I always rock ears.
I feel like it'll come because they started that one section slowly next to Space Mountain where they have Marvel stuff, like one set, and there's surprisingly a lot of Spider-Man stuff for some reason. But I feel like that's gonna get bigger.
You saw Amazing Spider-Man 2, right?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, I didn't see the first or second one. I missed out or not? Who knows?
No, you guys let her know what you thought.
Yeah.
I think I've talked about it before.
Yeah.
You could probably skip Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Well, speaking of debatable movies, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Okay, I'm a huge Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan, and I know we were kind of skeptical about how the movie would turn out, but it was a lot better than I thought it would be.
It was awesome.
It was fun.
It was so good.
I would totally see it again.
Me too.
Yeah, I mean, I totally don't mind how the turtles looked. I thought it had some heart into it. And for what it was a good story. Sure, there are holes in it. And I know people are complaining like, oh my goodness, how unrealistic. That's not what would happen in real life. Yeah. But come on, you're watching 4 ninja turtles.
I know.
All right?
If anyone was going to be critical about this movie, it would have been this girl because she is such a huge TMNT fan. And so when she came out of it and said it was great, I went and saw it and I was like, yes, I will see it again. And they were just so funny. I could watch the turtles all day, and I loved how they integrated like new concept to the story of how they came to be. And the weakest point for me was obviously, you guys can probably guess, Megan Fox. She was a little weak for me, but other than that, I was thoroughly surprised.
You kind of expected her not to be, you know, the strongest part of the movie. But I did enjoy how every turtle kind of maintained what they are made for. Michelangelo was, you know, making all these jokes and being the youngest little kid and just immature. And then you got Donatello being the smart one. He had his little glasses on and the goggles.
So cute.
He's your favorite, huh?
Yeah, he is.
Well, my favorite's Raphael. Because Raphael's kind of like the underdog, like, Leonardo, I want to be the boss. And then Raphael ends up going to, you know, do stuff. And I don't want to give it away in case you haven't seen it, but go see it. Take it with a grain of salt.
For sure.
Don't have expectations, and I think you could enjoy the movie. All right. So that being said, this summer we also lost two phenomenal comedians, which really makes me sad, which really makes Ann sad, which makes the world sad. A lot of laughter died this year. We had Robin Williams and Joan Rivers. So let's talk a little bit about Robin Williams. His passing was very unexpected, as well as Joan Rivers, but Robin Williams basically passed away by his choice. He committed suicide. Mm-hmm. And it was a shock for everybody, because how could anyone expect someone that gives the world such joy to be so internally upset?
Yeah. And I mean, I was reading statistics about comedians, and really they are the funniest people are the most depressed people.
Yes. That's what I heard
and
too.
I mean, it just really hit a lot of people hard with his passing, and it really shed some light on depression and suicide and all of those things that we typically like to kind of sweep under the rug. And so it's pretty much brought awareness to everybody that anybody can be depressed, you know? He was so funny and touched so many lives, yet nobody knew, you know, the kind of internal struggle that he was going through.
Yeah. And what was your favorite Robin Williams movie? I mean, there's so many.
I know. I was looking at a laundry list of them, and I had a feeling you were going to ask me this question, and honestly, I have no idea.
I know. I mean, obviously the most memorable, Aladdin, Mrs. Doubtfire, Popeye.
Yeah.
I mean, everything, he turned everything into gold, even the Crazy Ones, that TV show that unfortunately got canceled, and I think that didn't help with his depression.
Right.
I know he was working on Mrs. Doubtfire too, but rumor had it that he wasn't really happy about doing it.
And then Night at the Museum, I watch all of them.
Oh yeah, those were great.
They're really campy, corny, or whatever, but I love him in those too. So,
yeah.
And I think that's actually the last film he had, right?
Yeah, that was a lot. And then I think before his passing, he did release a movie called Man in Brooklyn, or The Saddest Man, Angriest Man in Brooklyn also. And, you know, we are going to miss him very, very much. But at the end of the day, he filled us with laughter and joy. And it's going to transcend time, because it's totally through all his films that still remain to this day.
Yeah. I mean, I know a number of people that just marathoned his work, you know, when they heard about his passing. And I recommend all of you do the same thing. Just appreciate what we have of his life.
Yeah.
And that we can continue to, you know, if we're having a terrible day, you could pop on one of his comedies, and just Robin Williams will still be there with you, you know?
Yeah. And, you know, he's not just a comedy actor. He's also very dramatic at times.
Yeah. And I was actually going to bring up that film.
What Dreams May Come?
Oh, shoot. Where is it?
He's Patch Adams.
World's Greatest Dad.
Okay, World's Greatest Dad.
If you guys have not seen that, see it. It's like more of a dark comedy, but
That's an Order.
Yeah.
By Anne Campion.
Yeah, see it.
All right, so let's talk about his female counterpart, in a way, in comedic world, Joan Rivers. She also passed away unexpectedly. She was 81 years old, I believe. She has been around for a long, long time, and for her to have a career in comedy / acting in the entertainment business for that long shows how good she was. This longevity that she had in this entertainment business shows that she could keep with the times. Her jokes were always just solid and good. I always found she was funny, because she would say things that no one would have the guts to say. No one. And the way she passed away, it's ironic, you know. She's had a lot of plastic surgery, and for her to go down under the knife for something that wasn't plastic surgery, it's just a shocker.
Yeah, I know. I know when you texted me and told me the rundown, because I'm at work. I'm not, paying attention to what's going on. This is your life. This is what you do, is keep up to date on this news. And I was just like, it's sad when you told me what had to go down, and then just like you said, the irony of how she passed.
Yeah.
It sucks.
It sucks. And you know what's really sad about her husband, also died really early on. I believe he committed suicide. So it was her and Melissa, her daughter, for so many years.
How scary.
And, she was living with her daughter towards the end. So my heart goes out to Melissa. She must be going through a really hard time to lose someone so strong in her life, so important.
Right. And I had heard that Melissa is making her first appearance on like a special for Joan, right? Like a what do you call it? What's that last show that Joan was working on where she would talk about people and what they wear?
Fashion Police.
I guess they're doing like a special
show.
edition with Melissa, and that might be her first on-camera appearance since the death.
I have not heard that, but that's very possible.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure Joan would want it that way, and Joan would want us to keep laughing.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Thank you, Joan. And Robin.
Thank you, Joan and Robin, for good times. And I mean, we lost them in, I think, a 2 weeks difference.
Mm-hmm.
So it was kind of a really hard hit for us. Okay, so now we're going to kind of move into something more cheery and make us all a little happier here. Comic-Con recap. Tell you what, guys, we loved Comic-Con. It was fucking fun. It was amazing. It was fun to cosplay. And it was fun to look at people cosplay. We just had a bundle of time. I can't speak. I'm just happy. But
fucking awesome time at Comic-Con.
Thank you, Ann Campio. When one fails, the other succeeds. This is how we work.
It seriously was like the best Comic-Con experience I've had thus far. And I've been going for what, like 8-9 years now. So.
Yeah, it was my favorite too.
Nice.
It was. I mean, note, guys, take the train if you are in the LA area.
Oh, I know. Yeah. What else tips can we give them?
Just enjoy it.
Yeah. Cosplay.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, it really helped make us feel a part of the whole experience. That was the first time I've ever cosplayed there, and it was just a lot of fun.
Yes.
We were in the majority there in costume.
Yeah, love it.
Yes. And just meeting other people that might be in similar costumes or like just interacting with everybody else that was in costume was cool.
Yeah. And you guys, we actually kind of give you a play-by-play of our Comic-Con experience.
Yes,
so
please.
We have a video available on our YouTube page. That's right, guys. We have moved from John Campia to Team Amasian. I don't know why I say John Campia.
I don't know why you'd say it like that either.
I just try to say it like a Filipino.
John Campia.
I just imagine your mom being like, how's your husband, John Campia?
I don't know that she sounds like that, but okay.
So yes, check out our Comic-Con talk on our new YouTube channel, and tell us about our YouTube channel.
Sure. It's a work in progress, so please bear with us, but www.youtube.com/Team Amasian, and we will have all of our shit on there, including this show.
Shit.
So everyone migrate from John Campia's channel to ours if you're interested in our content. But I believe if we do after shows with John, they will remain on his channel, of course. So you can find the after shows there. But in terms of Speak Nerdy to Me and maybe some other content that we might be doing, it's there. Check it out. We also did an ALS Ice Bucket Challenge. That's the first video I think that we uploaded to this page. So check out our YouTube page, subscribe, and look out for more content.
Yeah, and you know what? If you want to help us out, tell a friend. One friend a day will keep us going. Tell them, look, we know some nice little girls that you should check out their channel. So thank you for that. Okay, so let's talk about some upcoming movie releases because we are going to put the summer behind us and we're going to move into the fall. So first we've got Gone Girl with Ben Affleck. I am looking for my notes real quick. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
Kind of.
We have Gone Girl, which is a movie that's based on Gillian Flynn's book, and it's directed by David Fincher, who is an awesome director. Ben Affleck stars as a husband whose wife has gone missing, and basically people started speculating he is the guilty one who has possibly murdered her. And
oh shit!
Yeah,
did he do it?
I don't know, but it seems like almost like a psycho thriller. You know what I mean?
For sure. I like that David Fincher is associated with this film. I mean, Social Network I loved, Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. I mean, this is probably, in terms of the story, this is right up his alley. Ben Affleck, he's Batman.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I think he's going to be great in this. Ben Affleck has proven that he is a high caliber actor. So I'm definitely looking forward to this. I am debating reading the book before I see this.
Me too.
What is your thought on that?
I think that every time I know the book before I see the movie, I get very like, oh my God.
I know.
You know?
I know.
But if I do the other way around, I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
I've noticed that.
Yeah. And John gave me a hard time when I said that. And I think he might have talked about it on AMC Movie Talk today. But, there's that debate. Do you read the book and kind of spoil it for yourself and create this, perception of in your mind of what you think the movie should be? Mm-hmm. Because then you might set a really high standard and the movie might be down here or whatever. And so I'm not sure. I just want to know if he did it. That's why I want to read the book first.
Right. I mean, it depends. How do you want to learn if you did it through a book or through a film? And the thing is, you got to think of it as two different products completely. Yeah, it's based on the book, but it's going to have a film adaptation, just like Game of Thrones. It's a book, but the TV show is completely, revamped. I mean, there's a lot of similarities. It goes very closely by the books, but there are some changes.
Sure.
And you've got to be okay with that.
Yep.
So I think that's kind of what you've got to go in with. Like, all right, it's a film of Gone Girl versus it's a book of Gone Girl, right? So I am looking forward to this.
Me too.
Yeah. And I think that it's not doing a lot of ads right now, so if you haven't heard of it, check out the trailer. It's pretty good.
And I think it's out October 3rd.
Good call, Chicken Ball.
Yeah,
what up?
Soon,
See,
soon.
Again, one drops, the other one's like, what up? Okay. The Equalizer also is a movie that I'm really excited to see. Denzel Washington, man, he's one of those that whenever he's in a movie, I don't care what it is, it could be like SpongeBob SquarePants, Denzel Washington, I will go see it.
It's so true.
It's true.
I remember seeing the trailer and I was like, this seems like something he's done before or something I've seen already.
Yeah.
But I don't care because his name is attached to it.
Yeah. I mean, well, he's going back into this movie with, I forget his name, the Training Day. They're working together.
Okay, right.
Again. Right. So obviously Training Day was a great movie. I look it up because I completely forgot his name. I'm so sorry.
No
but anyways, Denzel Washington plays McCall, who wants to put his special forces past behind him, but then he meets Chloe Grace Moretz's character, who is kind of like a hooker. And then he decides he wants to protect her from the Russian mafia, so he comes out of retirement. And it just looks like a Denzel Washington protecting movie craziness. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Are you a fan of Chloe?
No.
You're not?
I honestly not.
Oh.
I know. Most people are. I'm sorry. I'm a little like...
Yeah, I'm a fan. I'm excited to see how she interacts with him, actually.
That, yes.
Because I would have never cast those two in the same film. So it'll be interesting. Bill Pullman's in it, Melissa Leo. So... Those are all great names as well.
Well, who is the director again? I want to get his name. Let's move up.
Right here, my dear.
Moving on. Yeah, Antoine Fuqua. That's what I was talking about. He directed Training Day, and he has been very excited about working with Denzel Washington as well as Denzel Washington. So it probably will be a good movie. I'm just going to say it because those two together did such a great movie with Training Day. So, okay. Next movie we have coming up. I need to find my list.
Equalizer is out. This weekend, I believe.
Oh, thank you.
September 26th.
There you go.
Hunger Games, Mockingjay, Part 1. Out November 21st.
Why are you dancing to it coming out? I mean, is that something new that we're going to be doing? Like,
I may randomly, I call this the Ashley Mova because every time I see her do this on the AMC Movie Talk and she's like, Happy Monday. I'm like, man, I want to do that too. Oh, thanks,
so there
Ashley.
You go. So now you can be like, new release date. What up?
Shout out.
Shout out to Ashley Mova. Okay. So we have the Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1 coming out. The trailer recently came out again. Came out. And I can't wait to see this movie. It looks so good. And Jennifer Lawrence.
I feel like you
like
the trailer.
I do.
Yeah, me too. It's so good.
Yeah.
I watched it like 5 times in a row.
You're like, give me more of this trailer. I mean, if I watch it for 5 times, will the 6th time bring me something new is what we were doing.
I don't know if she has a really big role in it. God, what is her name? The girl that's in Game of Thrones that has like the haircut that's like...
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I know who you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes,
like the one that just married...
Marjorie, whatever.
Yeah, the one that just married Joffrey.
Yeah, that's right. She's going to be in this movie.
Yeah, I'm a fan of hers.
Huge new slew of cast members
for
here.
Sure.
Julianne Moore? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I forget her last name.
But. And then this is... Philip Seymour Hoffman's one of his last films as well.
Yeah, and then he also apparently got CGI'd in a lot of the scenes, so it's going to be interesting to see how that works out. And he's also someone else that we lost recently, too.
I know, it's crazy, right?
It's crazy.
I still forget that he's dead.
Yeah. Yeah, it's insane.
But
it's
yeah,
tragic.
totally check out the trailer. It's amazing. Out November 21st, you guys.
And you know what? The first two movies were so good into setting up this excitement that we're feeling for this one. And I think now we're probably going to really hit the nitty gritty. You know what I mean? Like, it is war. It is war. And then we're going to see who really are the allies and who really are not the allies. So
Right.
I can't wait for this one. And when did you say it was coming out?
November 21st.
Okay, November 21st.
So they love to hit us right before that Thanksgiving break for those in the US. They love it.
They're smart.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, all the family members are going to go out to see this movie.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we also wanted to brush up on The Hobbit, the Battle of the Five Armies. This is also one of those movies that they set it up pretty well with the first two. And now they're also going to war. And I'm really excited about this one as well. I mean, it's not Lord of the Rings, but...
I'm sorry, but when the last one ended, I was like, no, that's it, and as you see Smaug flying over to go to that town, and I'm like, no, come on, keep going, and this is where it's gonna go, this is where it's headed. I want to see all the five, armies come together, and it's just gonna be like, I feel like you said, it's just, they set it up so well that this is just gonna be action-packed, I feel like.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. And the thing is that I'm totally forgetting what I'm going to say. Oh, yes, I remember now. You're reminding me of the end when the dragon goes and it ends. There were some moments in the movie where I thought it was kind of slow. And I'm like, okay, I might be dozing off a little. And it might be because we were at the AMC Marina Del Rey one where it was massive recliners and we just ate trash food. And it was just amazing. But
no fault to the theater.
No fault to the
theater.
It's
just too accommodating if that makes sense.
Yeah. It was just like live in a elite living room. Much. So when the dragon flew over at the end, you're thinking, oh, hey, now it's going to get crazy. Cut. And Ed Sheeran sings the end.
Oh, Misty. Yeah. And I was like, I don't mind Ed Sheeran because it's Ed Sheeran, but
she likes his long guy.
I kind of like Ed Sheeran.
She does.
He's kind of the coolest redhead ever.
And we did go see his concert.
We kind of saw his concert this summer, which was good. So
yeah, she took me to
a
Teeny Bopper concert.
Yes.
And I took her to a Leslie concert.
Who is that? Sarah
Bareilles. I love her though. She's so good.
That was great.
She's so good. And Anne's like, why didn't you tell me to wear a black dress? Because the concert's called Little Black Dress. I didn't even think about it.
I didn't know. I wasn't prepared.
You are now. Let's go. Leslie part 2. Okay. Sorry, yes. All right. So let's talk about some TV stuff.
For sure.
Because fall is back and there's so many good TV shows coming up. And a lot of new ones that might make it, might not make it. Blackish, questioning that on ABC's Blackish, ABC's Fresh Off the Boat, which we kind of want to see. A lot of shows like How to Get Away with Murder.
Yeah. And then, what was that one? Shoot, come back to me on that. There was something else that I wanted to start following this season, but I can't remember.
Gotham.
That's probably it.
Constantine,
that's probably it.
Shawalabagana.
Blah, blah, blah. Yes, that one too.
If you haven't seen that one, watch the trailer.
Sorry. But there are shows that are picking up that I'm really excited about. Shows that have actually already started too, like Sons of Anarchy.
Okay.
2 episodes in, and it's already crazy with the final season. Blacklist, which I think starts on Monday. Sleepy Hollow, which I think starts soon.
I think Monday as well.
I'm sure. So
yeah, yeah.
What else are you following? I mean, besides the obvious, which we'll get to.
There are some trash shows I love, like Dancing with the Stars, and they just had their first one. Dude, it's pretty cool this season.
Nice.
Yeah. Lolo Jones just got this boot. She looks like Pinocchio dancing, though. I'm sorry.
What evening is that on?
Mondays, and then has the results on Tuesdays.
Everything's on Monday. I think The Voice is going to be on Mondays, too.
Yes, with Gwen Stefani.
Come on,
Gwen Stefani.
There's just so many.
There's so many shows going on, old and new. So let's talk about Arrow, because we're so excited about Arrow, obviously. As well as I would like to call its companion, but it's not really its companion. But
I don't blame you for that.
Yeah. The Flash. Okay, let's talk about Arrow first, because they have casted so many people
it's just every week there's like a news about somebody they cast.
It's like a clusterfuck.
Yeah. To the point where, honestly, I haven't even kept up, and people are tweeting us saying like, yeah, you guys should do a special edition video where you talk about all the casting news that has happened thus far. I don't know what's going on. I've ignored all of that.
Yeah.
Have you been paying attention?
I read, but then honestly, I don't remember because there's so many things that just go by so fast. There is a picture of someone that got casted that I was kind of excited about. I know the most random thing. This blonde guy right here, he is Austin Butler, who happens to be Vanessa Hudgens' man.
Ooh.
And I don't know if we'll get the picture up. There he is. And I liked him in,
Does she really have to kiss like that?
Vanessa Hudgens, man.
She looks like she's about to suck something else, but okay.
Oh, hey-o.
I'm just saying, I'm sorry. Okay, let's go back to G rating.
He was on the short-lived TV show, I forget what it's called, the one, Fudgesicle.
I will look
whatever.
it up.
And
Beauty of internets.
Yeah, Austin Butler. And, when we're on that, we can also look at some of the castings of Arrow and see if we have any.
Carrie Diaries?
No, he's in Carrie Diaries, but no, it was, oh my gosh, it was so long ago. No, Life Unexpected.
Okay.
Life Unexpected. Yes, that one. And then Arrow, we're going to go down the list real quick for this season and see the castings and see if anything strikes us as woohoo. Because there were a lot of woohoos, actually.
Brandon Routh.
Okay.
I already know that off the top of my head. I did pay attention to that one just because it's Brandon Routh.
All right.
Who else?
Oof.
Sorry.
There's a few that were like, okay. Maybe one day we'll tell you guys. Just kidding.
How do we, there's so many.
Okay, there's so many that we're just like, we don't want to waste your time with watching a scroll that might get a little boring.
Yeah, there's a lot.
I mean, there's so many things to speculate about this season 3 of Arrow. I'm wondering how they're gonna, fill in all these cast members and how they're gonna make it work. Because it's so many. I'm wondering how it's gonna turn out with a new setting. They're in China now, or
Remember, that was our hesitation though with at least mine for the last season was, oh my god, there's so many characters. What the F are they doing?
Yeah.
But they handled last season pretty well.
They
so
did.
I expect that they know where they're going with this season. I can't remember. Oh, Matt Nable, who they cast to play Ra's al Ghul.
Yes,
that's
right. That was a good one. That was a solid one. So there's a lot of castings there. And you know what? Comment below and tell us who your favorite castings are and why. Yeah. Get us pumped as well.
I know.
And now we have the Flash. I just burped. Okay, that's what just happened. I sucked in my burp so you wouldn't hear it, but didn't work out.
Ow!
So the Flash starring Grant Gustin, and I loved Grant Gustin from the show 90210. I know that's really cheesy of me, but I love a lot of trash shows, actually.
I think I watched the first season of that. That wasn't too bad.
It was just ridiculously trashy. And he played a frat boy.
Yeah.
And a bad villain frat boy. So he's moving from this villain frat boy over to being the Flash, Barry Allen. And
did you buy it though? Like, did he pull off an asshole or what?
He did.
Because he has such like a nice face.
Oh my god, he looked like a dick.
Okay,
I was like, I hate this guy. I never want to see him again. And then he was Barry Allen as a nerd, and he was not a frat boy. And I'm like, I think they casted the right person for this. And I saw the pilot that was quote unquote leaked. Honestly, I kind of feel like they wanted people to see it because it was easily accessible.
This whole leak stuff. I don't know. I don't know anymore. Come on. You're smart enough to know that it's going to leak.
Yeah, right? So I'm excited about The Flash too. I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be a solid, brother to Arrow.
Yeah. And I hope it finds its own personality as well, I hope that people, just like Originals is doing for Vampire Diaries, I hope people fall in love with the Flash just because it's the Flash, not just because it's connected to Arrow. However, we have seen several photos coming out of, for example, Grant Gustin and Stephen Amell's IG accounts and their Facebook, profiles or whatever, that we will cross over several times during the season between the two shows, which is really cool too.
Yeah, I actually like the crossover as long as they don't oversaturate it.
For sure.
But I think for those who've seen the pilot, They did a really good job with it. I think the pilot was better than the Arrow pilot.
Big words.
Big words. So, yes.
So watch our after shows because they're coming.
They are. Yeah, watch our after shows.
Yes.
Please. Well, you will, because you like us and we like you guys. And we like to keep this conversation going because, come on, it's Arrow and Flash. Okay. And Anne pointed at you like this. She's so cute. Look at that.
You gotta do it. Follow our after shows.
Yes. And they're coming in, oh my gosh, really soon.
Yeah.
A couple weeks.
I know.
Oh. All right. So now let's talk about our hate of the week. We didn't really have any hate of the week. We just had a lot of hate in general. No, I'm just kidding. But we decided to choose JayZ and Beyonce's lyric changes that caused this whole rumor mill. First of all, Beyonce, when they were on their tour, their On the Run tour, which currently just ended recently. I think they ended this past weekend. Beyonce changed one of her lyrics. Let me find my notes. I'm sorry. She changed one of her lyrics from her 2006 song Resentment from I've been riding with you for 6 years to I've been riding with you for 12 years. And the crowd went wild and thought, is she talking about JayZ? I mean, is he cheating on her? So everyone thought that JayZ was cheating on her. Like suddenly there's all this speculation. And then also a little bit after, JayZ changes one of his lyrics from his song Beach is Better from I replace it with another one too because she's pregnant with another one. So everyone's like, whoa, is Beyonce pregnant with another one? So a lot of things were happening.
Wait, is she pregnant with another one? She is, right?
I don't know. But that's where the rumor stemmed from.
Because then I had thought JayZ actually came out and said she was pregnant again.
I haven't.
But I wouldn't know. I don't pay attention to that shit.
I usually pay attention. But I mean, it's kind of a hate of the week for me because, first of all, I can see both sides. Why are we speculating based on lyrics changing? But at the same time, why would you change those lyrics, especially JayZ's?
I told you, like, how did people even notice? But I guess people are just on point with their with their music that they would notice a change like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I think this whole summer there's been just so much around their relationship, whereas they stayed quiet for so long that I have to believe this is just more publicity for whatever they got going on. I mean, I was at the gym this morning watching the news, and on the news they were like, there's a rumor that Beyonce and JayZ are gonna do a album together. And I'm like, why is this on the news? Because one, it's a rumor that they're reporting on. Like, it hasn't been confirmed that they're doing an album together. And two, this is like CBS News or something. Like, why is this a news topic? I just don't understand it. But there's just been so much from Solange and her, and that whole issue on the elevator.
Yes. People are saying that was staged too.
The tour, like, just a lot of stuff. Whereas normally we would never hear anything about them.
No, I think that, honestly, I think all of it was publicity stunts.
Don't you and I suspect that even their relationship is not legitimate? We
talk about that. Yeah. We talk about how it's a business for them. Yeah. You know, like, they work well together. Everyone thinks that, you know, hip hop king and then the R&B princess or queen uniting, and they work really well together.
Right. Granted, they have a child, so there's a relationship there, but
it's a lot business.
It seems like it.
It seems like it. Like, yeah.
I mean, but do you care? But you obviously care because this is the hate of the week. So there's something is bothering you.
I'm just frustrated that they are teasing people with it. Don't get me wrong. I love JayZ.
I was gonna say I love being teased. You know? I thought you were gonna say that. No. Sorry.
I love. Oh my goodness! Are you gonna dance again?
Stop! I mean, stop! Stop it! Okay.
But I love Beyonce too.
Me too.
But they gotta, if they're changing these lyrics for no reason, I mean, whatever, they can do it. It just bothers me in particular. I'm sorry. Okay. Now,
what do y'all think?
Yeah, what do you guys think? Are we being too much? So let's talk about the dating question of the week. Ann Kempia, do you think it's better or tougher to date someone who's in the same industry as you.
I love this picture, by the way.
I know. I was like, oh, I want to try that.
What?
I'm just kidding.
That's not footsie.
I want to be the dude.
That's not footsie. Okay, so the question is, would you date somebody that is going after the same job? That's what it is?
Pretty much. Like, let's say like two actors. Do you think two actors can, you know, be in a successful relationship?
I think it's healthy for a relationship to have some level of competition. And I think that if you're secure enough in yourself, that it wouldn't bother you. Let's say, like, if John and I were competing for something and he happened to get it, I would be supportive. I'd say, oh man, that sucks. That means I have shit to work on, you know, or something to perfect in myself, but I would be happy for him. So I don't see a problem with it, but I don't know. What do you think?
I think that I agree with you. It takes a certain level of confidence and security in the relationship. However, if the dude isn't providing you that security, like he isn't like helping you and you're not helping him, it has to be like reciprocal, of course, reciprocated. Then it could be a problem. For example, if you are both aspiring actors, like let's go by that, you know, it can be problematic if you're going after the same thing, and the moment there's jealousy involved, that might mean you're not with the right person. Mm-hmm. You know, you got to be supportive, and it could be tough because, yeah, I don't know, it could be tough.
I mean, I'm sure people would have an issue with it. I just don't think I would, in particular, would have an issue with it.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like you would either.
I wouldn't if it was a guy who was supportive and who accepted, like who we can both mutually be like, all right, you go, you go. But if the person's like, well, no, you got to go lose weight, or you got to do this, and then it's like, dude, this is getting kind of stressful. Like, it's starting to intertwine with our relationship. I don't even want to see you right now, you know? I had other points too, but I don't remember them, so I'm sorry. If I remember them, I'll just comment below, as you guys should.
Yes, let us know.
Okay, next thing, we want to talk about some tech news. This is some fun news.
Yeah.
There we go. Ann and I are gonna be soon releasing our show on mobile apps and mobile games.
For sure.
Because, look, guys, Ann is on the Droid. I am on the iOS system.
I'm like,
and
where's my phone? With my wallet, my ugly wallet.
Yeah, and what up? I have this. Yeah.
So we thought, what better way to kind of showcase iOS, Android, and everything that we do. Everyone has apps.
Yeah, and then talk about, you know, the usages of the usefulness of the app, how we use it, how much it costs, and we're preparing that up for you guys.
Yeah, really excited about that.
Very excited about it. And I'm also excited because we're going to be talking about mobile games as well. Because, I mean, there's so many games out there. I'm currently obsessed with Family Guy. And I think you've been playing the Kim Kardashian game.
Yes, I have. Don't hate. You know you're playing it too.
I know. These dudes in here are like, don't worry, I got this.
I know. I'll add you as a friend.
I know.
But yeah, I mean, like, every time we would do Speak Nerdy to Me, it's like we would have all these apps and games that we would want to talk about, but there was just never enough time for us to kind of throw it into this show. So, yeah. I mean, what better way to highlight our love for that stuff than do a standalone show on Team Amasian?
Yes. So excited about it. Because there's so many apps. Like, we could talk about 50 in an hour. Maybe not. That would never work. But
so start letting us know, you know, apps and games or whatever that you're using. Let us know, because the shows are coming. Yeah, which reviews you want of and stuff like that. Sweet. Okay. And on the tip of video games, we wanted to talk about, I know Destiny came out, which is, you know, an awesome game. I haven't had the chance to play it because I promised to be playing it on the Xbox 360. And I know this sounds crazy, but I haven't hooked up my Xbox 360 yet. But if you haven't seen my Xbox 360, it's like this pink, cute Xbox 360 that Ann's brother totally just made it beautiful, beautiful. It's on your IG, right? Your Instagram? It is on my IG. Check it out, you guys. It's really pretty. It's so pretty. But you know, I can easily get that Destiny on my PS3, but I promised to play with Ann, who's on the Xbox. I have no friends on that 360 because everyone's moved on to the Xbox One, so I'm in the Destiny realm, like, anyone want to play with me? I don't know anybody. So yes, I'm making her play on the 360 just so we can do some of these missions together.
And then after that, I'll move back to the PS.
Yeah.
For sure. Okay. But Anne got a 3DS XL. Finally, Anne Campia. I love this. I love the 3DS XL. And they have so many different varieties that every time you buy one, you're like, fuck, why didn't I get that one? Why didn't I wait for this? Look at that. They have the Disney one. They have this Nintendo one. They have a Zelda one. They have the Animal Crossing edition.
Oh, I should have found that one.
They had so many.
I'm so obsessed with Animal Crossing right now. I don't know that you're getting it back.
Oh, that's okay.
And I have, if you can see it, oh, it's kind of, let me see on my camera.
She has the,
wow.
Right. Oh, there it is. The Dream Team.
Yeah, that's us.
That's us.
He's a me.
Yeah.
So cute.
Well, you're a little hotter than, but you know.
What?
You're hotter than
It's
a me, but yeah. She shaved the mustache. Okay. Honestly, she's like a little bushy. I made this very uncomfortable.
Pick up this? No, I was kidding.
I love the 3DS, and if you guys are on 3DS, add us as friends. Give us your friend code. We'll give you our friend code. I'm just speaking for Anne, but Anne's like, yeah, I need friends too. Yeah, so
she knows how to do that friend code stuff. So whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
she'll figure it out for me.
There's never a game that, like, there's never a moment of dullness for the 3DS XL or 3DS because there's always a game you want to play.
Yeah.
Professor Layton, the new one's coming out.
I know
that's your shit right there.
I'm stuck on Animal Crossing though.
But
once I get there.
No, I think Professor Layton.
Yeah, that is totally my crap.
You'll totally move
on
on
all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What about you? What are you playing?
I am actually looking forward to. It came out and I haven't bought it yet. The Final Fantasy Theatrical Rhythm. I forget the name, but it's basically a game where you kind of play and it makes you compose, quote unquote, with your hands, Final Fantasy music.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's
I
cool.
love Final Fantasy music.
That's cool.
It's the second one, so it's so good. I've gotten so excited for that right now I just beat Final Fantasy 4 on my iPad and I'm now playing Final Fantasy 6 just for shits and giggles because I love the soundtrack.
Nice.
I love it. Nobuo Uematsu is the best. Is the best. Okay. Oh my gosh, 2 more things to talk about.
I know, right?
I'm just laughing. Let's talk about food because you and I are foodies.
Yes.
Check out this biryani.
Oh, right.
I'm laughing because that's the best. And take it over because I need a drink.
I don't know if you guys know what biryani is. I mean, I think I just experienced biryani this summer. It's like Indian rice dish.
It's like Indian
that's
fried
amazing.
rice.
And it like, the one I had in particular, which is out here in Burbank, California, was great. It kind of set the bar up here for me in terms of the next biryani I would eat. So it's like, rice and it had chicken in it, has nice Indian spice in it, and you could get it, as spicy as you want. And it had, some crispy whatever in it that was it for me. I was like on cloud 9, but we had it together this summer.
Yeah. And I just want to say that our like journey to the destination of biryani was interesting.
I don't know that we'd share it on.
I'm going to share it a little bit. Me and her were poolside in Vegas.
Yes.
And we did pass by like an Indian restaurant in our casino. And Anne kept saying she wants Indian buffet. She's like, let's go get Indian buffet. I'm like, girl, there might not even be a buffet. It just might be Indian food.
Few drinks later, I kept talking about Indian buffet.
Like Indian and buffet, just the words were glued together.
Every 5 minutes. Corey, we should go eat Indian buffet.
I was like, what? Anyway, so we ended up after tanning a little bit, we went to grab some Indian food. And the guys.
In our bikinis, by the way.
In our bikinis. Like, okay, we're about to do this right now. And the guy says, do you guys want dinner menu or buffet? And Anne's like, you could see the light bulb just like popping out of her head. And I'm like, I think I know what this girl wants, okay? And we also ordered a side of biryani. She kept talking about this biryani shit. That being said, The biryani was really weird.
It was so bad.
It was so bad.
It looked like fried rice, Indian fried rice or something. There was carrots in it. If you guys know what biryani is, there's not supposed to be carrots in there.
They had like the Pan Express peas and carrots.
Yeah, I had no idea what was happening, but you know what? I was so hungry at that point in time. Oh,
we ate some. And we're like, this tastes like shit. But then Anne came up with another idea and said, this tastes nasty, but we might want it at 3 a.m. in the morning. And we did.
And we ate it at 3 a.m. in the morning.
We ate at 3 a.m. in the morning. Non-microwaved. Not microwaved. Cold. Drunk. I mean, and we devoured that shit.
That went from like easily the worst biryani I've ever had to the best biryani I've ever had.
So that being said, drunk food is the best food.
Tell us what you guys eat when you're drunk.
I know. I used to eat a lot of Tommy's burgers. Tommy fries. Oh my goodness.
I always feel like you have to have that grease to like soak up the alcohol. In my mind, I feel like that's the way you counteract the alcohol. I know that's probably not true, but you guys let us know what you guys eat.
Yeah. Fat kids, fat drunks. All right. So now our final topic, we want to talk about our boy, Zac Efron.
Of course.
Because he knows about us, but he really doesn't. But I'm pretending that he does. So what's up, Zac? I just want to let you know, I'm so excited for your movie coming out. You know, we love you so much. And you've got some two movies in the works, starting with We Are Your Friends. You play a DJ, and that's awesome. I'm going to stop pretending I'm talking to him. So Zac Efron, it should be Bentley. I wrote Gently. And Emily Ratajkowski, who happens to be the Blurred Lines chick.
Oh, that's where I've seen her.
Yeah, they star in this electro romance, which is kind of like a documentary, not really, about the electro scene and the Hollywood nightlife. And the trailer is really good.
I haven't seen the trailer.
What?
Where have I been?
What is wrong with you?
We're going to watch that. So let's speed the show up so I can watch it.
So yeah, I like the trailer because it's kind of like a behind the scenes. Zac Efron plays a DJ. I'm digging it. I mean, what can't he play?
So hot.
That's what she said.
I mean, and he's been, sharing pictures on Instagram of, the various DJs that have actually come on set to kind of help him make sure that he is actually doing things the right way in terms of maybe even the way he looks when he mixes or whatever.
Yeah, not like Paris Hilton, who just looks like she's DJing, but if you go close, it's Jack.
Yeah.
But also, finally, Zac Efron and Robert De Niro are coming out with a movie called Dirty Grandpa, Christmas 2015. That's going to be fun. He stars, Zac Efron, he's like an uptight groom, basically, and right before his wedding, his grandpa, played by Robert De Niro, who happens to be like a war guy or army dude, takes him to spring break in Florida, and craziness ensues, which is so funny because Robert De Niro's the dick and not Zac Efron, who was the dick in the other movie, Neighbors. So.
Speaking of which, they had that scene, if you guys haven't seen it, where the frat guys are all impersonating none other than
Robert De Niro.
So it's really awesome that they're in this movie together. Yeah. And where's Dave Franco?
Or James Franco.
I don't know.
I
don't know why I brought it up, because I thought Dave Franco's impersonation was
really
good.
Dave Franco, though.
And I feel like now at this point in time, Zac and Dave should be intertwined for me.
Yeah.
To one person.
Can you share? Can I share if that ever happens?
Yes.
You get all like, you hesitate, like, I don't want to share. See how it is. I'll remember this.
We love you, Zac. Call us.
Call us. 911. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Well, that about does our show. Our first show of the season.
Yes.
Well, yeah, it is of the season. It's been forever. We missed you guys so much. Summer was crazy. You know what? If you're on the 360, find a way to add us. My gamer tag is KAORIOUS. Ann's is
and if you haven't seen it, come up here.
Oh yeah,
all your info.
Kaorius, KAORIOUS, is also my Twitter, my Instagram. So add me as your friend everywhere and anywhere. And Anne, how about?
'Cause she's pretty.
Aw, so sweet.
You can find me by my name at Ann Campia. We have a website, you guys.
Yes.
TeamAmasian.com.
Yes. We have a website.
That's it. We have a website.
We're making it happen. We're in the works of our YouTube channel, our website.
Yes.
We're making magic happen, and we're so excited. We're so excited to be back. Look, she's doing her shoulder thing again.
God, it's such a bad habit now. Like, great habit.
You're like in the back. I don't want to say anything. I'm bad. Right. So thank you for joining us. Leave a comment. What? What up? Oh,
this is not working.
No. Yeah, it's working. Okay. The mouse stopped working for a second.
Email us.
Yeah, email us if you have something to say that's longer than 140 characters.
Yes.
Because we do check that email.
For sure.
Yeah. And so comment down below. Email us. You know where to reach us. There's plenty of different ways to do so. Let us know what you want to see, what kind of apps you want us to talk about as well because of our upcoming show. Tell us what you think about Arrow and The Flash and what you're looking forward to and anything in the geek world. So,
how was your summer?
How was your summer?
Tell us that.
Or tell us, define what biryani is. Take us to some Indian buffet. And that's a wrap, guys. We'll catch you next week.